We chunchare shakoi. 7 gen is a prophecy that there would be a period of decline for 6 generations, followed by a 7th generation that would be stronger and more prosperous and more enlightened than all previous generations. We are to consider the implications of our decisions on the next 7 generations. Act in the best interests of your great-grandchildren's great-grandchildren. You're going to make a different set of decisions, but that are going to be beneficial to all of human society. Make moral and ethical-based decisions. Embrace and utilize complex systems thinking. If we do all 3 of those things, we're going to have an amazing, wondrous, prosperous future as humanity. If we don't, things aren't going to work out so well. Buffalo are central to who we are and to our identity as Lakota people. We are Buffalo people. In order for us to be our full authentic selves as Lakota, and then I think for the Buffalo to be their fullest selves as Buffalo, as Tratanka as we call them, we have to have a relationship with them. When the Buffalo were gone, we were unable to feed, clothe ourselves. Our economy was destroyed. We had a Buffalo-based economy. Our spirituality and our cultural traditions are based on Buffalo and having access to Buffalo. Much of the climate change discussion has focused, and rightly so, on forests and oceans. But we also need to include grasslands as part of the overall equation. And in this part of the world, in the Great Plains of North America, that necessarily includes putting buffalo back on the land. Buffalo are a keystone species that, lived, for many thousands of years in the Great Plains ecosystem, and the entire Great Plains ecosystem, was developed by buffalo. When buffalo were removed from the landscape, the land and the environment suffered as well. The amazing thing, though, is that when you put buffalo back on land, back into the ecosystem, they themselves begin to do ecological work. With the numbers of buffalo being so diminished, it's now our turn to take care of the buffalo. They took care of us, and now it's our turn to take care of them. Wolakota Regenerative Buffalo Range is a 28,000 acre buffalo range that will be home to 1,500 bison when fully stocked. When fully stocked, it will represent and be the largest Native American and owned and managed buffalo herd in the world.
We're just trying to reconnect with things that we've lost through boarding schools, through government, stuff like that. So we're just trying to go back and learn that stuff, and then we come here and then we try to pass it on to some of the interns that are interested in the kids and stuff, and hoping that we can just revive that whole buffalo people, because we were buffalo people back then. So we're just trying to bring that back into our culture and stuff.
Food sovereignty for us is really about self-sufficiency and being able to feed ourselves, to grow, produce, and harvest our own food, to be able to have agency over our own bodies. It also is about abundance and this idea that, in taking care of ourselves, we can also take care of others.
You can see the uptick in interest from our community. There's a lot more people getting involved with their own home gardens, and that's what we like to see. We want people to start their own gardens, that really is like exciting to me, just to see people being self-sustainable.
We have a teaching greenhouse and garden. We operate a local farmers market. We have various programming in a number of different areas, such as traditional foods, where we teach people how to harvest and prepare and preserve those different kinds of foods. Helping people and individuals begin to develop a healthy relationship with their own food. In their own unique ways, and to help people gain this kind of skills and knowledge to be able to do that.
With the community, we'll do a seed saving project, we'll do a canning project, and we'll invite the community, and they'll just help us can them, and then we'll share them with everybody, and then we'll stock our pantry. It's really like a educational thing for me, as well as trying to feed my family good, nutritious, local food. That is free, really, basically free food, so that's a big thing for me too. So.
We think about the combining of thought in regards to Western thinking and then the Indigenous thinkings. How can you create a cohesive nature between the Indigenous and those that are?
I think that, we continue to lean into the best of who we are as humans. Villains care about their children. Villains care about doing what's right, for their own people, for their own family. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone cares about their children. Everyone wants to leave a legacy. And that's something that everyone can get behind. And there are parts of us, there are parts of every single human where we can connect with one another. And we can connect around family. We can connect around values. And so I think that tapping into some of those universal similarities is really important. Every single human on this planet has to eat. And food is one of the oldest ways that humans have connected with one another since our beginning. And if we utilize common values in food to connect with one another, to create bonds, then we can be relatives and friends with everyone on the planet.